Hey there viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review, and today's review is going to be on Studio Series 86 Bonecrusher. Now, last time I took a look at his Constructicon Wave Mate, I guess, Scrapper. So, looking at Bonecrusher here, well, of course, starting off with the box. Of course, we've got the Standard Stella Studio Series packaging for this year. So, here we've got Bonecrusher in both modes. Got his name right there, Constructicon Bonecrusher. Of course, he's from Transformers the movie. 16 steps. And here, something the Scrapper didn't have on his box. It actually says that he's a part of Devastator right on the front. Okay. Anyway, the side we got Devastator, just looking really intimidating. Here it says 2 of 6. Even though Scrapper said 1 of 5, but I don't know. This side we just have more of the picture of Bonecrusher. We have, I guess, Autobot City. The back of in both modes, you can see it. I'm pretty sure that artwork there is the. I'm pretty sure that's the Autobot shuttle when they break in and kill everyone. Of course, got a picture of Devastator just throwing sludge at Slug there. And of course, it says what he does in the film, although it's really poorly worded, like Bonecrusher bats to the lowercase Autobots. Yeah, that's a lot of typos there. Someone did not proofread that. So, yikes. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the box. Of course, with this being a recent Studio Series, I figured there's no backdrop anymore, so let's move straight onto the figure. And of course, this guy is a bulldozer. Not a buffalo mining vehicle, but that's a different movie, Bonecrusher. But yeah, this guy's pretty much just a light green bulldozer, and yeah, this guy looks pretty cool. So for the details, well, of course, we've got some machinery detailing right in there. The front, we just have a bit of purple paint right there. Of course, we've got the actual, I guess, bucket. I'm not sure what you call this on a bulldozer, but I got the bucket there for pushing stuff. I'd probably be careful doing this on a hard. I'd be careful doing this on a hard surface in case, you know, scratching the paint there. Just be careful. And we've got the treads, which are also green, but we've got some silver paint right there in the front and back. Some more detailing right here in the back section here. Top. Got this little mini-com port here, which I guess is meant to be a smokestack. Because obviously, this guy is not an Armada character, so why would you have a mini-com port? I don't know, so I'm guessing this is meant to be a smokestack, but I mean, come on, that's a mini-con port. You can probably like put a mini-con on there. I don't have any on hand, but I'm sure you can put a mini-con on there. Like maybe put Armada Bonecrusher on there. And we got the canopy right here, which is way more accurate to the original than the Combiner Wars one, which we'll see later. And this can move down if you want. And if you want, the head can move up for this mode, if you want. So there you go. So yeah, endless amounts of fun. And with the back here, not much to say. And the underneath where we have this huge, I guess, black brick right here. Of course, this is the arm bit for Devastator. And this bit right here, maybe that's going to help with the combination, I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the bulldozer mode. So moving on to accessories. Well, compared to the 3 guns that Scrapper had, this guy only has 1, and I've actually lost it in between the darts on my floor. There we go. So this guy only has 1 gun, and that's it. But this can just plop right on top here. So we can go from a bulldozer to the killdozer. So yeah. And of course, just put boss fight right there if you want. That's so ridiculous, I love it. So that, plus a mini-con right on there, this guy is not messing around. Now, one thing I don't really like is how this guy doesn't have any wheels. Pretty much you just have to, like, slide him along, and that's it. It's definitely a nitpick, but yeah, I kind of wish that this guy at least had wheels, like tiny wheels to help roll him along, but well. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the vehicle mode, so let's put him next to the other Constructicon, my previous review, Scrapper. So if you missed out on Scrapper's review, here's these two together, and yeah, they look pretty good together. And again, it has to be really exciting for the rest of the Constructicons. Either the Commander Class 2-pack of Hook and Longhaul, which I do really want to get, but I'm probably going to struggle to afford, because, come on, Commander Class. Or to get to be really Scavenger and Mixmaster, because, well, we haven't even seen those guys officially yet. So, yeah. These two look really good together. And, well, here he is with Combiner Wars Bonecrusher, which, yeah, immediately I'm preferring the Studio Series version, because that looks way better. I mean, the Combiner Wars bucket definitely looks pointier, but the canopy is kind of different. It's, like, more stylized. The green is all, like it's got different shades of green, or at least the picture that I'm using does. So, yeah. It does have some more color on it, though, because it's got some silver on the side that this one doesn't, but still, this one looks more accurate. Like, the Combiner Wars one looks more stylized, but I just prefer how this one looks. So, yeah. Plus, this one actually has the gun. Because keep in mind, the Combiner Wars Constructicons didn't have the guns. Only the Japanese release did. So, yeah. But, well, that's pretty much it for the vehicle mode. So let's move on to, well, not starting off with the robot mode, but we're going to have to assess another mode first. So, of course, with this being a Constructicon, we had to start off with the arm mode. So, I guess you can also move this up for a bit of vehicle mode articulation, but to get this guy into arm mode, we're just going to untap the treads here. Get this black box out. Get these tab backing up here. Just get this moved up like so. So it's kind of an elbow, but of course we don't have the hand section yet. And move this up, and here we have an arm. We can see that it's gonna pretty much, like, this section's gonna slide into hook. But yeah, this is the arm mode. He doesn't split in half because it's not really a frame combiner per se. I'm pretty sure it's not. Like, it does have, like, Longhaul does have, like, an extra bit, but it's not a frame combiner as per, like, Superion or Menasor, because this guy doesn't split in half. But yeah, we can pretty much see that yeah, the arm does a full 180. He can T-pose. Well, we have the elbow right now. Can move and it can swivel. So yeah, that's pretty much the arm mode right now, and honestly, this is kind of fun. But yeah, that's, of course, that's not the main feature right now, so just gonna have to get us back in. So, to get this guy transformed, I'm just going to extend out the bucket section. Again, untap the treads, move the treads down, open these up to form the heels and toes. There we go. So we can kind of do a girl walk, although yeah, it's extremely back heavy. Take this little black section and just move that out the way. Try to get the middle section out. So just try and untab all this so we can spin these out. There we go. Take the canopy, move that down, flip the head out. Then all this is going to push up. There we go. Then the bucket is going to tab into this section here. And that forms his chest. This black section pretty much forms a backpack. All this canopy section just goes on the back like so. Rotate the arms down. Untap the forearms and spin them around. And yeah, here we have Bonecrusher in robot mode. And honestly, I really like that transformation. It's quite fun. Especially when you just collapse all... Like when you collapse all of it up, it's really satisfying. So this is one of my favorite transformations that I got to do because it's fun, it's simple, it's actually satisfying, and well, compared to say movie studio series Bonecrusher, I don't have to fumble about with it. I can do it without thinking because it's just that simple. Now, like, compare that with the Combiner Wars one, because I heard that one's kind of fiddly, especially in the lower section. But yeah, this is quite a simple and fun transformation, and the robot mode, yeah, this is a good-looking robot mode, although there are some caveats with it. But while looking at it, yeah, this looks pretty good. Even if he does have a backpack. I mean, that literally looks like he's got a school bag on. Like, I don't know, he's going to the Constructicon institution or something. Oh, put on top accident. I guess this is just not typing in that well because I'm on camera or something. Okay, so new issues found out. This isn't really typing in that well. Like, I can get it to stay in, but it's kind of easy to pull it out. Might just be my copy, I don't know, but eh. But hey, it's not a deal breaker. But this does kind of lead to another issue, which we'll talk about in the articulation. But anyway, looking at the head. Of course, we've got Bonecrusher's head. Although a few does say this looks more like some kind of variety of Neville. But, eh. Now, one funny thing is, seeing how this has to fold down, the back's now green. So yeah, that's kind of funny. So yeah. Now this guy looks like he'll call you an uncharismatic bore. And of course, giving him his gun, which I guess there's a port here in the back to plug this in. So you can do that if you want. But of course, you can just plug this into his hand if you don't have him stumble over. There you go, nice and simple. It's not like Scrapper's free guns. So yeah. And again, plug in the blast effects so you can shoot at the Autobots in the shuttle. And of course, ports are in the heels if you want to plug in weaponizers or whatever. do that if you want. So yeah, overall, this guy looks pretty good. And putting him with Scrapper, this guy's a deluxe, and he's still taller than Scrapper, who's a Voyager. Okay, that's actually hilarious. But hey, I think this guy's budget was made up by the guns, whereas this guy's, well... So yeah. So we can see how the Constructicons are shaping up so far. And one thing I forgot to show in Scrapper's video, and I had to briefly improvise. Here's combined Wars Bonecrusher. And, well... Again, I think this guy does look better, although... I will give Combined Wars this. The forearms are definitely a lot bigger. Because look at the forearms on this guy. They have like hotshot forearms. Cybertron hotshot forearms. Yeah, I get it's like that for the transformation, but still. Even the Combined Wars one had proper shaped forearms, but still. This guy does look better in every other way. Like, the crotch isn't splitting apart. The chest actually looks fully, like, the chest looks proper and not floppy. Yeah, this guy just looks better overall, and he doesn't look as floppy compared to the Combined Wars 1. Maybe if this guy had, like, pops of silver on the arms that the Combined Wars 1 has. Because this guy is pretty much just green all the way. But still, I definitely do prefer this over the Combined Wars 1. I just wish that, yeah, he had some of the silver that the Combined Wars 1 had. And maybe if these were longer, because, I mean, again, look at them. Oh. Now, another weird thing is, I mean, can sort of see this weird port here on this, like, here. Like, what's this for? Is this for the combination? This is for the combination, and you know, like this little flap here. Is this also for the combination? I don't know. Is this something that was scrapped, but they kept it in? I don't know. It's weird. Like the instructions don't mention it. So I have no idea. But anyway, let's just move on to the articulation. So the head, of course, you can go side to side. It's pretty much on a ball joint, but thanks to this joint here, you can also look up kind of about that far. So you can at least stare at the clouds. Use this joint here, you can also kind of look down. The arms, well, the arms are on ball joints, so be careful that they don't loosen over time, but they can move. You can T-pose. You can lower if you want that. If you think the arms are too short. Elbow. Got 90 degrees there because these are also on ball joints. So these can also swivel. Unfortunately, like, officially there's no waist articulation. And that's because his, I guess, bib is kind of getting in the way here. Like, you have to untap all of this. And now he's got a waist swivel. And even then, I'm pretty sure the waist swivel is only that because that's the arm articulation for Devastator. So he's not intended to have this, I'm pretty sure. This is just for the arm for Devastator. So you can kind of do a waist swivel, but because it's attached to his chest, it looks kind of weird. So I'm going to go out on a limb and just say he's not intended to have a waist swivel. This is only here for the R mode for Devastator. So officially he's not intended to have a waist swivel. You can fake it, but it kind of looks weird. But he can kick forward. you can kind of kick backwards. The knees can untab. About 90 degrees there at the knee. And I can tap back in. So they do boom into place. Again, there's like small ratchet joints there for the ankles. So you can both do the splits and really good ankle pivot. There we go. And of course, these can close up. And I guess a bit of swivel there at the thigh as well, because these are also on ball joints. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the articulation. Kind of wish that they found a way to do the waist swivel without hindering this, but oh well. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say about this guy. So complaints, definitely the size of this forearm. Like, dude, I know it's static, so like it's like this for the transformation, obviously, but I'm sure they kind of found like a better way, like have it fold up a bit more, feels longer. And also, it's just an endless sea of green. So maybe a bit of color breakup, you know, add some of the silver from the Combiner Wars version. I know he was like this in the show and the film, but still. Yeah, I can see Toy Hack's definitely fixing this some color thing. Also, the waist. As I said, of course, it's here for the armor for Devastator, but I wish they found a way so you can still do the waist swivel in robot mode without this getting in the way. And also, I just find these, like, the legs are just weird. I've got these bits here, which probably are for the arm mode, I don't know. Probably something that was scrapped, I don't know. And finally, this back block here is actually separate in the box. And it is a huge pain in the ass to just attach on, seriously. And if you attach it on backwards, oh, I feel sorry for you, because this is seriously next to impossible to remove once you attach it on, so this thing is not designed to be this is not designed to be taken off once you put it up. Yeah, seriously, like, you cannot remove this after you put it. So yeah, if you put this on backwards by mistake, good luck. But still, I recommend this guy? Well, pretty much same recommendations as Scrapper. If you're buying him for the Constructicons, then obviously he's necessary, but if you're buying him from Bonecrusher himself, honestly, he's a fun desk toy, because I really like the transformation. I think the transformation is actually my favorite part about this, to be honest, because it's really fun to flip back and forth. And yeah, the Bulldozer mode looks really cool, but honestly, the robot mode could do with a bit more paint, to be honest. I still do like how this looks. But yeah, if you're buying him by himself, he's a fun desk toy, in my opinion. So, yeah. So, this has been my review on Studio Series 86 Bonecrusher. And this is Charlie Young, signing off.